So recently I found myself in the need of some new 18V LXT Makita batteries. And rather than pay the high price for batteries on their own, I ended up buying this kit, which gives you two batteries, a drill and an impact driver, a charger, and then the Makita bag. And I think this might have been a good idea. Still debatable, but I wanted to walk everyone through the logic here. So this is the CT18V SYX kit, easy to find on Home Depot, Amazon, a few other places. And let's walk through what you get, and then I'll talk a little bit about the alternatives. So this kit is about $170, $180, something like that. The two includes, most importantly, two of these 18V 1.5 amp hour batteries. That's the smallest battery Makita makes in the 18V size, the LXT size, whatever. I already have a couple of the 3 or 4 amp hour, which work fine. These are obviously smaller, which means they're lighter, which I saw as being an advantage, but I'm not using my drill or my driver for hours at a time. So we'll open it up, we'll see what's in the kit. So like I said, this is the about $180 kit. They have another kit above this to get you a nicer drill and more importantly, the nicer impact driver. That one's about $250, I want to say $230, $250, right around there. So the main piece in here for me is this one right here. This is the impact driver. This is the see where it says, I don't know, it doesn't matter. This is the 11, there you go, XDT 11. This is the entry-level impact driver, and on the box it said you get the 1.5 amp hour batteries. I don't think they make those anymore, so it included the 2 amp hour battery. This is the kind of like the one you want, which means it has, I charged it for a minute just to make sure it worked. You get the battery level indicator here. You have that star on the bottom. That's important. Anyway, so this is the BL1820B. If you were to buy this on its own, it would cost you about $80. If you want to get the one upgraded from this, the 2 or 3 amp hour, you're looking a little bit over 100. The 5 amp hour on its own will cost you about 130 or so. So they start getting pretty expensive. I know a lot of people don't like the 2 amp hour, which you don't get much use out of it, right? It's a smaller battery. For me, when I'm doing smaller jobs, which is most of the time, I'm really happy with this. You do lose a little bit of power when you use a smaller battery. The 5 amp hour will give you a little bit more power, a little bit more torque, but that doesn't really matter to me. So I was really happy to get 2 of these for $180. And then I have this one. This is the entry-level impact driver. I know a lot of people like to move up to the XDT 13 or even the XDT 16, but for me, this thing is totally fine. I like how it runs. You lose a couple features, but it does have the variable speed, and just lose the high-speed setting and some stuff like that. You lose some power versus the bigger ones, but I think it's totally fine. Again, for me, it does have the lights, and it's, for me, very sufficient. You get the drill. This one is called the XFD10. This is kind of the standard entry-level drill. Battery in this one I didn't charge, so the batteries are out when you get them. Entry-level drill, nothing fancy here. Gets the job done. Not a lot of power, not a lot of features. It has the cheapo plastic clutch, so it's fine. It's just like the yeah, it's fine. It'll get the job done. It's a good secondary or kind of backup drill. Get your hardware kit. It's all messed up, but you get your if you want to use your metal hanger for the side of the drill, goes onto the battery, your belt hook, whatever it's called. You get the Makita bag. It's a fine bag. I have a few of these now, just as I did settle on this 18V kit, so I've been using these for a while. It's, you know, it's strong. It's a good size bag. Adds a hard bottom, so you can put stuff in it and keep it flat. And then, of course, you get the standard charger. This is the single battery charger. You don't get the double battery charger for this, but that's fine. I don't really use the double battery too much. The single one is fine. These things charge pretty quickly, especially the little 1.5 amp hour or 2 amp hour, whatever it is. So you get the standard battery. So with the kit, you get the entry-level driver, the entry-level drill, but really, for my money, what I'm getting is 2 of these batteries. One of these batteries would cost $79. I checked just today. So, and that would not get you the charger. So now I'm getting a second charger, 2 batteries, which for me is about, call it $160. And then you're getting the charger and the drivers more or less for free. I know the math gets a little crazy because Makita really dissuades you from buying the batteries on their own, except if you need the big batteries. If you want the 5 amp hour, then you got to just buy it on its own and take it on the chin. If you're okay with the smaller ones, then you could do okay with a kit. For me, the really decision was, could I buy a single impact driver with a battery and a charger? Those are a little bit harder to find. You're spending at least $150. So, but you will get the XTT13 usually. So, in my eyes, I got a drill for 20 bucks, or I could have gotten all this and gotten the XTT13 driver kit for about $125, so an extra 50 bucks. But considering that I really just need a battery and these are going to be backup tools, it didn't seem like it made sense to spend an extra $50 and have a nicer XTT13 on backup, even though a lot of people prefer that to the 11. So anyway, I'm pretty happy with this kit, and even though it's not the highest end gear, it'll definitely get the job done for me, and it might be the most efficient way to buy Makita batteries. It's really hard to say. I know I've been overthinking this, but if you're watching this video and you have any thoughts, please drop them below.